Hello again, YouTubers. This is my second video today, but this is actually a donation video, so it doesn't count as the actual blog. Today's donation actually comes from my brother-in-law, Trevor. Now, he had gone into Basic back in November and left a bunch of his stuff with my wife and I. And he handed me this box about yay long, about this tall, and said, hey, you know, here's PlayStation 2. It's got a couple of games in it. If you want, you can sell it, see what you can make out of it. If not, hang on to it. It's yours, you know, because I know you like collecting and everything. So I just kind of brushed it off. You know, I had said, you know, PlayStation 2, you know, I'm really not focused on PlayStation 2. Well, ever since I got those PlayStation 2 games from my uncle and my cousin and all that, it had kind of sparked an interest in collecting PS2 games. There is a lot of games that came out on the PS2 that I really enjoyed playing, and you know, so yeah, PlayStation 2 I've actually picked up a few games for. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you what he had in this little box. Surprisingly, he had many more titles in there than I thought he might. So whenever I opened it, to my surprise, I found these games in here with the case, most with the books and everything. So I was real shocked. So we're just going to go ahead and go off the top here. I'm going to start with Madden 2008. Not a big fan of the Madden franchise. I'm more of an NCAA guy, you know. OU, yeah. OU. So, you know, just part of the collection. You know, it's not a bad game to have. You know, you can buy them actually for pretty cheap now. You know, maybe $1 at the most. So, not bad. Next one is Fight Night Round 3. This is actually a real good game. I had played the Xbox version and kind of spammed the achievements out of it. So, but other than that, it's a real good game. Blitz the League, another football game, but this one I actually really like because, I mean, it's not following any actual teams or anything like that. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm mistaken. I can't remember. I don't see any NFL logos on here, so I don't remember if the league did or not. But I love how brutal this game is, how brutal the entire Blitz series was, so that's actually a good one. This one, okay, on the PlayStation 1 they came out with 1 and 2, and then it came out on the PS2 and it flopped. They're doing it justice now on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I'm real excited about that, but unfortunately when this came on the PS2 they tried to clone kind of Grand Theft Auto and failed miserably. The game was awful. I mean, it's playable. Don't get me wrong. Every game's kind of playable, but this one, you know, you take it or you leave it. Driver 3. I have it. I'll play it. You know, I mean, part of the collection, right? So, next one. Me and this game actually don't have a lot of history together. Everybody and their mother has played this one, and I was kind of left in the dark just because I don't know what stopped me from playing it, I guess. But just recently I beat the first ones on the PS3. But God of War 2. This is the 2-disc set. I recently beat the first one on the PlayStation 3 because I have the Part 1 and Part 2. I'm actually working on Part 2 now. I don't know why I didn't play it. I'm working on it. I want to try to get through the entire series, but time has kind of prevented me from doing that. So, once again, you know, another good one to add to the collection. This one, now, you know, everybody had told me if you're into first-person shooters, you have to play this one. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I avoided it. I don't know why I guess it kind of eluded me. Like, every time I'd go to buy it, I ended up buying something else. And now I have my hands on it. Now I get the chance to actually try it. Black. I heard this game was actually real fun as far as an FPS went. So I'm excited to plug that in. I'm actually going to do that today and try it out and see what I think of it. These next two pieces were actually the stars of the collection in my eyes. And, you know, I was real happy to see them in this box. So, first one, in my first video game recommendation video, I talked about Metal Gear Solid, the HD collection, and how much I love the games, and it is actually one of my favorite series of all time. But Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. This game, it redeemed itself in my eyes. Back after 2 came out, when 2 came out, not being able to play a snake and getting stuck with Raiden. The Metal Gear franchise had a lot of forgiveness to give to all of their players, and they did a good job with that one. They really kind of came back, and being able to see the story of Big Boss and his origins really was a good turn. So it all started coming together with this one. 4 came out and just answered so many questions. It was just awesome. Metal Gear Solid 3. Now, this last one is actually a collection. This is my first PlayStation 2 collection. I'm actually looking at the Grand Theft Auto collection now, the one that's got the Grand Theft Auto 3 Vice City and San Andreas, because I love San Andreas. But this is my first collection. It's actually the Hitman trilogy, and it comes with 3 of the different Hitmans. There's Hitman 2, Hitman Contracts, and Hitman Blood Money. I'm pretty sure Blood Money was the one that came out on the Xbox, if I'm right. I don't remember, but I'm real excited about this one because this is hours of fun right here. I'm so anxious to kind of dig into this and play it a little bit, because Hitman's an interesting one. I mean, being able to go around and disguise yourself as anybody and everybody, you know. So I love that. I'm kind of into the stealth genre. The only stealth games I don't really care for are the Splinter Cell games. They just didn't catch on for me. I mean, maybe it's different for you, but anyway, I want to say thank you again to Trevor for that donation. Donations are always welcome. They always find a good home. Speaking of donations and videos and everything like that, I want to say to my friends on YouTube or anybody that's watching, what I want to do, you know, from one collector to another, any of y'all, if you see something in my collection that you think you'd have a good trade for that I don't have, message me. Let's talk. Let's see what we got. I would love to do some trading. That's why I'm in this game. Not just because I love video games, but because, you know, I'm out to play some of the stuff that I played back in the day. Like, just off the top of my head, I'm looking for Conker's Bad Fur Day, or even Zelda: Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. So, I mean, just any games that you think would be a good trade. You know, if you're after something and you see it in my collection, come talk to me. I'm always willing to talk. I'm very open and very friendly about that. It's never a dumb thing to come and ask me. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Subscribe. This way. Subscribe. If you like what I have to say, of course, as in my last post I talked about sub for sub. Horrible. So, if you like it, subscribe, and keep on watching. I've got a lot coming this week, so I'll talk to you then. Bye.